Hi there. Today we're looking at SSAT prep questions, and this one is plugging in the answer. I know that because I right away see the question doesn't have a specific number. They say certain number, and we're trying to figure out the exact number that they started with. We would know that we have to plug in the answer because we can't just use any random number in our equation and hope to get to one of these 5 solutions. So instead, we're going to start with C, which is what we always recommend. It's the middle number, and that will tell us, if it's not that answer, which direction to go from there. So they say 4 less than X, so I'm going to say, and X is a certain number, so 4 less than that number is equal to 2/3 of that number. So this is how I think about it algebraically, but we can do it really any way that makes sense to you. I'm going to start by just quickly plugging in that middle number. So 8 minus 4 gives me 4 on the left side. 2/3 of 8 equals 16 over 3. It's definitely not 4. It's not anything that we can easily do, so we know it's not C. So from there, I'm going to kind of quickly say, well, 16 divided by 3, I think I'm going to need a bigger number than 8. 16 divided by 3 didn't give us our answer, but knowing kind of where we get to, I think we're going to have to go bigger. This one isn't as obvious, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do D, 12. Start with that. 12 minus 4 on the left-hand side equals 8. On the right-hand side, 2/3 of 12 equals 8. And we see we have a match. It makes the equation true. Therefore, our answer is D. Going on to the next one. Again, this is plug in the answer. 3 people, Paul, Sarah, John, want to put their money together to buy a $90 radio. If Sarah agrees to pay twice as much as John and Paul agrees to pay 3 times as much as Sarah, how much must Sarah pay? So let's think about this a little bit. We have Sarah, we have John, we have Paul. Sarah agrees to pay twice as much as John, so I'm going to say she's 2J. We don't know anything about John, and Paul agrees to pay 3 times as much as Sarah. And we know it all has to equal 90. So again, I'm going to start with C. That's where we want to start. It's the middle number. I'm going to really quickly plug these numbers in. If Sarah pays 2 times 30. Oh, sorry. So this is the amount Sarah's going to pay, see? So if Sarah pays 30, then John is going to pay half of Sarah. So John would pay 15. And 3 times Sarah, right away we see that's too much because the total has to be 90. So it can't be C. I know our number was too big, so I'm going to go back down. I'm going to try B, which is 20. So that would mean Sarah pays 20. John pays half of Sarah, so he pays 10. And Paul pays 3 times what Sarah pays, which is 3 times 20 is 60. If I add those all together, it makes 90, which is what we want. Therefore, the answer is B. Again, even you saw I got tripped up with how much must Sarah pay. Our answers were Sarah's values, so we have to plug those in for what Sarah pays. Hopefully that helped you understand how to plug in the answer. Again, we use these questions when we're given a question without a specific starting value, but we have to end up getting an answer that has a value. It's not a percentage or a fraction of a number. Hopefully that helped, and good luck on the SSAT.